Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Angst, but you can call me Katie. This is the first episode in a new series I'm starting called Fuck It Friday, and if you didn't already watch it, I have an introduction to the series video that I posted earlier. So go check that out and then come back here, okay? On with the video. So this week, for the first Fuck It Friday, I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I'm seeing in the news, but very small bits and pieces here and there. It's not being covered to the full extent that I think it should be. Since very early this year, we've seen bomb threats showing up all over the country. Most notably, the nation began paying attention on January 9th, when 15 different Jewish centers and schools received bomb threats. Since then, the threats have occurred in concentrated waves, with a series of threats on January 18th and 31st, as well as February 20th and 27th. On February 27th alone, there were 31 threats shared between 23 JCCs and schools, bringing the total number of threats to 100. Jewish community centers, or JCCs, host art and sports classes for children and adults, and help create connected communities of friends and families. The threats haven't been limited to the Northeast, or even just the United States. They've targeted over 80 different locations, spread across 33 states as well as 2 Canadian provinces, according to data from the JCC Association of North America. These threats come overnight or in the start of their morning hours as an email or a phone call. On a basic level, the threats have interrupted regular life, forcing adults as well as children and infants to evacuate buildings at a moment's notice. But on a deeper level, the threats have functioned like terrorism, shattering the idea of safety. At JCCs across the country, parents have pulled their children from the centers out of fear. A JCC in Orlando, Florida, which has received 2 threats, has over 50 students that have been withdrawn. Another in Albany, New York, had 12 families remove their children. A couple weeks ago, the FBI said they and the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division are, quote, investigating possible civil rights violations in connections with the threats to Jewish community centers across the country. Unfortunately, details on that investigation have been scarce, including potential details about the extent of the threats and if they're even connected. One Jewish news service posted audio of one of the bomb threats. In it, an unclear voice warns that a C4 bomb has been placed in the center and that a large number of Jews are going to be slaughtered. We're unsure of who's making the calls due to the technology being used and how effective it is at masking identities. More recently, some JCCs and schools have simply closed down. In addition to their bomb threats, 3 Jewish cemeteries were recently vandalized in New York, Philadelphia, and St. Louis. Prosecutors in New York charged a 31-year-old Missouri man with making at least 8 bomb threats against Jewish centers, all in the name of a woman described in court documents as a former romantic interest. According to court documents, one of the threats, emailed on February 21st to the Anti-Defamation League's Manhattan office, named the former girlfriend and said she is behind the bomb threats against Jews. She lives in NYC and is making more bomb threats tomorrow. That's going to be it for this video. Like, comment, and share as you please, and I will see you next time.